Everybody, hope you're enjoying your summer, getting some sun and swim. I had to pull myself away from some summer activities for a minute just to talk about this movie, the movie of the summer, it seems like, which is the Odyssey. Obviously, most people have heard about it or even seen it by now. I did get a chance to see it, and yes, I must say it was epic. I enjoyed it. It was long, 3 hours, but it reminded me of like Titanic, because Titanic was long, but when you're into it, you don't realize how long the movie is. That's how you know it's good. But the only bone I have to pick about the movie is Lupita Nyong'o's role. Now, when she was first cast as Helen of Troy, a lot of people, mostly people not of color, or even some black people, complained that they put a black woman in the role because it was usually portrayed by a white actress. But Queen of, what is her name? Helen of Troy, she's a fictitious mythical character. She's not real. This is a Greek mythology movie. Now, when they cast Elizabeth Taylor, who is white, as a real queen, Cleopatra was a real person. She walked the earth. She was from Egypt and Africa. They cast her in a white character. So I'm not I didn't pay any attention to the Lupita Nyong'o controversy. Actually, when I saw that they were casting Lupita Nyong'o, I was happy. I was like, finally, we're going to see this gorgeous woman. You know, I dressed up, and I saw long white gowns, and I saw her sitting on a crown, or what do you call it, a throne, and I saw, you know, the boys standing over her, fanning her with the big feathers. You know how they do in Greek mythology. I was so ready for that, but instead, they give her, you know, they don't make her look good. First of all, they make her face scarred. Now, what I do know of the Odyssey, Helen of Troy's face was never disfigured. So maybe the director, Christopher Nolan, he was trying to make it a metaphor for all the, I guess, emotional scars that I'm sure she went through, if you know the story. But no, there was no reason for that. And I feel like all the scenes she was in, she was either like screaming. She played her sister in the movie also, but she was only in like 4 or 5 scenes. And in them, she's either screaming, crying, you know, barking at her husband, or just looking miserable, right? And there's a particular scene where they're all sitting at, you know, a long table, and the lighting is not right for her. She looks very dark. She is a dark woman, but they didn't give her any extra light. Now, you got $100 billion budget, and you can't light this black woman. I think it was intentional because she is so gorgeous. I'm ready to see a movie where they let her slay in the movie like a movie star, like she does on the carpet. Because, honey, she be doing it on this red carpet with all these beautiful clothes and all these beautiful outfits. She is gorgeous. It's like, I think Hollywood just doesn't know what to do with her, or afraid to show how beautiful she is. I mean, the first movie she won an Oscar for was 12 Years a Slave. She played a slave. She played Us. In Us, she was scary. And what was the other one? Quiet Place, the beginning, or Quiet Place, the New Beginning. She was scared, struggling, and, you know, whatever. There was no glam there. The only Hollywood movie that she was ever gorgeous in was Black Panther. You know, the role of Black Panther, but she played in Black Panther. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to know how people felt about it. I think it was intentional, and I think it was disappointing. But overall, The Odyssey is a good movie, but whatever. I mean, again, beside the fact that Lupita wasn't used to her full capacity, I did like it. It had some good dialogue. I had to write some down. One of them is, "Don't look for gods in men. You will only be disappointed." What's another one? "Love is not a sacrifice." Of course it is. And then, "Songs are all they have to remember of those who could write." So I loved the dialogue. It was a very engrossing movie, and I think you'll enjoy it. But I am concerned, and, you know, that peeved me about the whole Lupita thing. Am I wrong? Am I bugging? I would love to know what you think with your bad self. Bye.